Welcome back to the Cosmic Kickback. Got my co-host Nick here. Got the guest for today, Cristian. He's back from retirement.
Season 1 character.
He's back. Yeah, is this his first appearance on Cosmic Kickback?
He was the cameraman on the Joker episode, but he was kind of just like...
He zoomed in a couple times.
He was like cackling behind the camera.
You recognize the laugh?
Yeah, you probably do. You saw it in my famous movie, Joaquin Phoenix. Nah.
Yeah. So, welcome. First time in front of the camera this season. Yeah. So, what we talking about today, Nick?
Well, there's a lot of news that happened with like Kobe Bryant recently passing away.
Very sad news. Very tragic.
Yeah. That's affected a lot of people.
When happened? January 26th, 2020.
Yeah. Was it
last Sunday? We're
3 or 4 days ago.
Recording this on a Thursday. What a way to bring in the new year.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people, there was a lot of like bad stuff, because then like there was like a list of like all the bad stuff like happened in January, like World War III. I mean, I feel like that's more of a meme than actually happening.
No, but the fact that we killed an Iranian general and basically we kind of got away with it at this point, because nothing's popped off yet.
Trump's focusing on like a space force right now.
Oh yeah, did you see the camo for it?
Wait,
it's like actual camouflage, where people are like, if you're in space, like shouldn't it be black? They like look like stars, and it's like the normal camouflage you see in the army.
You should just take like the Milky Way like poster and just put it on.
That'd be kind of lit. I'm not gonna lie.
Just look like some merch for a musician.
Just make it like an 8-bit version of like Galaga. That's already 8-bit. Just drop it in.
Like that's what I think.
Yeah.
That's what I think the space battle is gonna be like.
Oh god.
And then the coronavirus happened.
What's
it is happening. It's called the coronavirus.
That's straight up it.
Corona? And there's memes about like
I thought that was the meme.
The way to battle it is like with high temperatures and like alcohol, which is
so we're just
like the corona, the
the
drink.
Oh yeah, that's meme. I use the corona to describe the corona.
It's not a laughing matter,
really know
but we are safe here.
I don't know anything about the virus.
Yeah, I feel like you're most educated.
Well, okay. Well,
yeah, that's the
honestly, a lot of people are blowing this coronavirus out of proportion. According to many medical professionals and doctors in the career study and the field of general physicians, a lot of them are basically saying that more people have died of last year's seasonal flu than people have died of coronavirus.
Damn.
So if you think about
people die of the flu, really?
Yes, a lot.
Bro, it's just people that don't be taking the flu shots.
Yeah.
It's the anti-vax moms.
Yeah, pretty much. No, but if the flu's killed more people than this disease, and we had the flu come in like every year, then
damn, dude, that's seasonal. People die.
Yeah,
I mean, people die all the time. I just wouldn't expect fatalities from the flu. I mean, because I get it, and it's nothing.
I don't want to spit off a wrong fact.
The rate on
how many people die every year of the flu.
It's crazy, that dude. The outbreak happened in Japan.
No,
China. I knew it was somewhere like around Korea, because we have a friend, John, who's like serving time overseas for the army, and he's in Korea right now in Pyongyang.
Okay.
Or no, he's in Seoul.
Here's the numbers.
But yeah, he's like right next to Japan or China, where the virus broke out.
You can read yours.
All right, what are the numbers?
So according to the CDC, approximately 56,000 people die every year of the flu. I mean that's small. What? More people have died in the flu than coronavirus.
You told me it only killed like 14-ish people, right?
No, I'm talking about as far as like state-wise. It's killed 14 people.
Like it's here?
The flu comes here every year.
No, the coronavirus.
The coronavirus, I think it's killed. I don't know. I hear different estimates like every day. Like one day it's like 10, next day it's 400. I'm like, can you give me a number here? Hold up.
Do you want to look up symptoms to let people know?
I mean, I saw a post and pretty much people said it could only be spread through like the same stuff the flu will be spread through, like coughing, touching your mouth.
It's like the worst, dude. It's like
or eyes,
you shake someone's hand. And it's like,
but I mean, like the chances of it happening over here.
Well, this already happened.
It has?
In Illinois, California, and Texas.
I'm chilling.
I'm chilling. We're in one of the states.
That's why it sucks when we're not like a northern state. Because like they just...
Okay, so as far as worldmeter.info, the coronavirus has 8,247 confirmed cases and 170 deaths so far.
I like those odds.
Yeah, because it's not too bad. If you get it, you might not die.
I mean, I don't want to make less of a situation people are actually dying, but it feels like there's always some kind of virus that happens every year.
Well, it's better than Ebola. That kills you instantly.
There's always something that happens,
Jeez.
and it's always like, oh damn, that sucks.
Is this like Earth's kind of like natural defense against like? Because I remember we were talking about Godzilla. I mean, this is like way out there. How like monsters just come out from under the earth to like kill humans because they're like a virus. No, but like
virus is Godzilla.
Do like diseases and like he's just like in his base like.
That's why it started in like Asia and Japan,
like I'm plotting
China.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, but like do like diseases and bacteria and viruses and all that. Does all that stuff like come from like the earth? Does it like start that way? Like just all the, I mean,
natural organisms,
bugs.
Genetic mutations, exposure.
what was that one, the Zika virus?
Zika.
That was like spread through mosquitoes.
Bugs.
Yeah, that's like the most populous species on
They're
Earth.
a really good vector for humans because mosquitoes are literally everywhere, other than really cold places. But even in Illinois, they found out that up there near the Great Lakes, mosquitoes harbor around the lakes nonstop. So it's like, they're literally everywhere. I mean, there's nowhere you
still
can
water. It's gross.
Yeah, it's gross when you think about it. Like that water isn't filtered like the ocean. Natural minerals and stuff. So.
Yeah.
You think of like the states that are like more like in the heart of the United States, like since Texas is on the coast and like we were just more prone to it because of the virus, the coronavirus.
Nah.
Some people just kind of like come in from China on a boat. It's like, I don't have it.
Well,
trust me.
First off, you'd have to go all the way around South America to get here on a boat. From China.
Fucking rowboat.
Yeah.
Just paddling. We'll make it. God, dude.
Like the scene in Dragon Ball. We like he throws it and he like hops on.
God.
No, but I mean, it's nothing that we should be making fun of, obviously, because there have been confirmed deaths. But I mean, as far as practically everybody being fearful for their lives and all these conspiracy theorists rising up and being like, yeah, it's like no.
Conspiracy. It's our time.
Yeah.
What does that mean? It's like, allow me to introduce myself.
It's just like it's blown out of proportion. It's a little bit stronger than the common, the common flu, the common cold, and therefore we shouldn't really be worried as long as we take care of ourselves and have good hygiene. We should be all right.
Just drink some water. Wash your hands.
Don't be dirty.
I know.
I do think, however, the memes that are coming along with it are pretty funny.
Yeah, I think that's always funny. Like when memes comes out for stuff, because it's like if you can't kind of like make light of like a serious situation, and like if you can't see like the humor in life, then like you're gonna live a pretty sad life.
I like the memes that came out after that because they were very wholesome and they weren't making fun of the situation at all.
Oh, there was wholesome ones.
Yeah, they're.
I just saw the Corona one.
No,
like,
I'm talking about wholesome Kobe memes.
Oh, the Kobe memes.
I haven't even seen Kobe memes.
There's like one where it's like.
Yeah, speaking of conspiracies and like news people blowing shit out of proportion, there's like conspiracy theorists. I saw it on Twitter. Some guy was like,
about LeBron?
Yeah, how some professional pilot like crashed the plane that like Kobe died in.
What's the conspiracy?
Well, he was just saying like, Kobe was trying. Let me pull it up because it was something about like some pharmaceutical company that they were trying to take.
I heard about
either
that.
like
he was in a big legal battle.
Yeah,
with them because
it was something about a name, Black Mamba. Yeah, and they were trying to take it.
Pharmaceutical. They had the Black Mamba name, and he was like, "Nah, don't use my name" or something like that. And he was in a legal battle with them. Yeah, I think I heard something about that. I saw a TikTok of somebody like screaming it, and I was like, okay, bruh. I personally, dude, it's a tragic situation. Like I think it's kind of messed up to immediately like be like, oh no, bro, like conspiracy.
That's disrespectful. He was only 41 too,
dude. It's already disrespectful that the first people to let the news out was TMZ, and
yeah, they're like a bunch of. I'm sorry, y'all are a bunch of clowns, bro.
Normally, what would have happened? What should have happened is it would have happened. They would have found out who was on the helicopter. They would have alerted the family, and then they would have make it public since he's a public figure. But it happened, and when we found out was the same time she found out. She probably just was like on her phone and she saw it, and she was like, "No, it's a hoax." And then, dude, that's the worst way to find out. Not getting the call. I mean, the call is obviously bad from like a coroner's office or something. That's terrible. But imagine you just find out from TMZ. You just get on Twitter and people are saying like, "Damn, bro, this dude dead." Like, bro, that's screwed up.
It is. It's like
the BuzzFeed of reliable news sources.
They're reliable as far as their news stories, but they don't really care about anything but their ratings, and that's not what journalism is supposed to be about.
They knew for a fact that if they posted that, they would get a ton of clicks, which would get them a ton of revenue. So instead of going to the family first, they were like, "Oh no, bro, we found this out. Let's leak it. Let's get it out there right away."
It's like, have you ever seen the movie Nightcrawler?
Yeah.
It's basically.
Have you seen that movie, Nightcrawler?
That's one of Jake
Gyllenhaal.
Where he's like a sociopath. Mm-hmm. He digs for dirt and he finds it before even like.
Doesn't he like a news guy? He like gets to the scene before him, and he gets like injured, and he's just like laying there on the floor like half dead, and he like gets there with his camera instead of like calling for help, he just starts filming.
That sounds like you, Nick.
You think I would start filming a dead body?
I don't know.
No, but it's generally the same aspect.
Yeah. God, it's just a terrible situation.
It's like people just want to make news out of it before it.
Yeah, I mean, I genuinely, when I got the news, I thought it was fake. I've seen so many hoaxes with that, and I would have never guessed him because
a helicopter crash out of all things.
He was only 41. It made it even worse when I found out his daughter was on there with him.
Yeah,
his 13-year-old daughter Gigi. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's terrible.
He was like training her to become a.
She was really into basketball. She was on the team.
Yeah, I watched so many. Like my Twitter feed has been filled with like people like talking about how he talked about her and stuff, and how like.
That's what's even more sad.
People would just 13. Be like, "Oh, like, are you gonna try again to like have another son?" He's like, "No." He's like,
"Yeah,
I'm a girl dad," and he's like, "I'm gonna train Gigi to like, carry on the name."
It really is a terrible situation, and I feel like I'm very glad that the communities reacted in the way they did to it. Very, very supportive of one another. And
yeah, dude. Anytime like a tragic event happens, it always brings people closer together.
I'm not gonna say every time. There are times where certain communities out there, I'm not gonna say the names, memers and gamers, like we'll go immediately to make fun of the deceased.
I actually did see one message.
Oh, like Jocelyn, like X when he died.
Yeah, like
it was kind of like a split base of people.
It's just straight memes with him.
People made straight up like terrible memes after X died, like and automatically too. Like maybe after some time, it's still messed up. It's like but like just off the bat, it's just a terrible thing to do. And with Kobe, I didn't really see that at all, to be honest. Like
I only saw one now that you mention it, and I don't want to really say what it was. But
I think I heard about it. I heard it got like the guy who posted it got like shadow banned. Something like that.
Of what?
There was
a meme, GTA.
Oh yeah, that's
said Kobe reenactment or something like that.
It was like Kobe Bryant challenge or something like that.
The Kobe challenge, and he was in a helicopter in GTA, and
he was just like, and then he crashed.
I feel like at a certain point, people just do that to be edgy.
Yeah,
and I think that's gonna die off.
If you're gonna do it, like the least wait. Like he did it right away. Everybody is mourning. Like I've liked basketball my whole life. Like I've actually watched it. I was on the team back in the day. I'm more so just do it as a hobby now with the boys. But back when I used to actually be into it, I wasn't like a huge Kobe fan. I'm sure I was if I like grew up in LA and stuff like that. But like I respected him like the same way like I respect like LeBron and like the other players that like on other teams. Like I know when there's like, when you reach GOAT status. Like I knew Kobe was like that. So I think. Just the fact that this is like LeBron dying. It's like someone huge that like a lot of people look up to. And I didn't even obviously like I respected him, but I didn't look up to him as like my favorite player. Like my favorite player like growing up was probably Tim Duncan or Kawhi Leonard. And those are my two favorites. Because, I'm a Spurs fan from San Antonio most of my life. So it would be like Tim Duncan dying, which is like he's like Kobe was only 41, dude. It's like it's such a tragic situation. I literally sat there and I didn't cry or anything, but I was like, damn, like I actually feel for this. I don't even know the dude. Like I just know of him.
Yeah.
It was like
you don't have to like know someone personally, but if they've been in your life or like when you grew up with something.
Yeah.
And they're just gone, like.
And it just whenever I found out his daughter was on, I was like, oh my God, dude, like I can't even imagine. Like what his wife and like his other daughters are feeling.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I played basketball in like middle school for a bit and I wasn't that good. I didn't play like at all in high school, but I would just shoot around with y'all. And then like recently I've like been playing a lot more and getting into like the sport and stuff.
Recently, Nick's all over the.
No, bro. I bought some Kevin Durant shoes.
He bought some KDs.
And I've been like picking my favorite teams. I'm like, oh, like
he stole a ball from some kid at the park.
He did?
He swiped the ball.
Yeah, bro. It was just sitting there, dude.
It has like Ronald on it. It's like belongs to Ronald.
I got Ronald's ball, bro. If you're watching, come get it.
Ronald, if you're listening, pull up. Nick will 1v1 you for rights to the ball back.
That'd be cool.
But Nick's been Nick's it's kind of ironic in a bad way. Like
because I was like looking, I was now looking at favorite teams. I'm like, okay, like I come from Los Angeles, so I'm also Texas. So like I like the Spurs, but I also like Clippers and the Lakers, and the Rockets too, of course. I don't know, dude. It's
like Nick.
That's like
just getting into basketball, and he's like, "Ooh, who should I model my game after?"
Yeah, or even look at people that have retired.
Yeah, but I mean, Kobe just retired. It feels like it was only 2016 when he retired.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that means it's only been 4 years
of retirement.
Yeah, so 4 years he pretty much had where he could have more time with his family. You know, he was robbed of so much more.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still not. I'd like to know more details on it. Whenever that comes out, what the reason.
There's always going to be more stuff
that came out recently.
Really?
What's up?
So. There's actually a clip of his pilot talking to ground comms, and the ground comms warned him that these conditions and no conditions would fly over.
How did they even crash?
I heard it was foggy.
It was extremely foggy. The apparently the air was much more dense than a helicopter full of 9 people should support at that time. They went ahead, it wasn't to the point where it's like, all right, we're not allowing you to take off. So they went ahead and took off, and those conditions that they came back to bite them. Obviously, in the worst way possible.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
But yeah, that recording, it's just like he's being warned about the circumstances of the weather that day, and I'm just like, because you know what's gonna happen, and you're like, why couldn't you just make that call sometimes? But
why can't you just drive?
It doesn't seem real, dude.
It doesn't, right? It's like when I first saw the post by TMZ, I was like, oh, this is clickbait,
dude. Because all the time, and like, this is like. Separate from Kobe, but I'll just be scrolling through Instagram and I'll see like a photo of Danny DeVito and it's just like breaking news, like Danny DeVito passed like by a Denny's. I'm just like, oh, dude, because like that's someone I like care about. Like, I actually like his work.
And there's so many people that do those fake deaths. It's like, dude, that's so screwed up.
Yeah, and that just makes you skeptical.
I saw one like last month, like in December, and it was. Do you remember what's his name? He used to have a bounty hunting show.
Oh, dog bounty hunting?
Yeah. His wife recently passed away from cancer. Oh. Like in November or December or somewhere like the past couple months. And he, lost his wife, and then someone made an article and they said like, ooh, like Dog the Bounty Hunter, like dead, committed suicide, like due to wife like passing or something like that. And I was like, damn. And I was like, what the hell, dude? That sucks. Like he must have whatever. And then I remember my mom was like, oh, man, this dude died. And I was just like, oh, dude, I don't know, man. And I remember thinking, like, wow, that sucks.
Did he?
And then, no, he didn't. The next day, he was just like, bro, he's like, I'm still alive. He's like, who the heck did this? And he, like, posted a picture of him with, like, his daughter, like, holding up a newspaper, like, the newest one or something. And he was just like, he's like, I'm here, bro.
That's annoying. You got to do that.
I know. They're like, no, it's fake.
You got to prove you're alive.
They did that to
It's like the IRS would like to disagree. He's still alive.
No, they did that to Gabriel Iglesias one time. They said he died of a heart attack or diabetes.
Oh my god!
And like he said that he accidentally let it go for too long.
He just ignored it.
Yeah, he ignored it, and then he let it go and passed out. And he woke up the next morning, and apparently his phone blew up.
Everybody was
texting him to see if he was alive.
Why would you do that? Like, if he really is dead,
that's kind of funny. I think I might do that.
No, he did that because he's like, nobody will take this serious.
You might fake your own death.
People take that serious because.
If there was somebody hoaxing that I died, I think I'd be like, yo, let me see who actually cares. And then I might just troll people and like just turn my phone off for 24 hours.
Yeah, people thought I died while I was in high school.
What?
Because at the same time that the accident happened was around the same time that I ended up dropping out. So nobody saw me after the accident.
Wait, what accident? The car
accident. Nobody saw me at high school after the car accident. So a lot of people assumed that I had died. I'm like, wow, nobody even texts me. It's like
they're just like at school.
Like they all have my number.
They're doing the Christian challenge.
No, because like
Would you want a challenge of yourself if you died?
No, because last semester. no. Let me finish the point. Okay. Last semester, they all saw me at Vista. They're like, "Oh, Cristian, it's good to see you." I'm
I
like,
thought she was dead. What the hell?
Yeah, they did.
Oh my god,
dude, that's.
I'm like, so y'all.
Okay, I was about to say that's cool.
So
that's cool,
bro. That must have been so weird to just be like, people think you're. That's like freaking like Kill Bill when they thought they killed her. They shot her in the head, and she just comes back like a freaking ghost.
No, they thought I died, and I'm like, you never text me though. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Say, oh my bad.
I'm like, yeah. Okay.
My B, man.
I must have run into like probably around 7 people who thought that.
God, dude.
It's just.
That's like actually a pretty big number of people that like talk to you. There's probably a lot of people who thought it.
People probably still think he's dead.
Might be. Nah. I've been at.
Let's go to Cuba, man.
What?
Meet up with Tupac.
That's true.
Go to
Cuba. Did you go to Colombia or Cuba?
I'll go back to Colombia if anything. That'd be cool. Like if I just like.
Tupac, meet Tupac on the street.
Yeah. He's like, hola.
Hola.
Yeah, the cool.
Hola, hijo. Hijo. Like broken Spanish.
Hijo. Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Nah, but obviously it's very sad news, and all of us have been I'm pretty sure all of us have been very distraught, correct?
Yeah, it's just, like I said, dude, it just feels like a bad dream.
Yeah.
When something like crazy happens.
I didn't believe it. I thought it was a fake news post for about an hour.
Yeah. Because
it's just like the details didn't add up at all. Kobe Bryant dead at 41 due to helicopter crash in Calabasas. I'm like, helicopter crash out of everything? Like, it just didn't sound real. So
yeah.
Like, if it said dead of car accident or something, I would have maybe like looked into it. But helicopter crash just sounds.
Maybe like the story was just very like the first like news people reporting on it was very little information, so they kind of just tried to make
a headline.
Make a headline of what they got.
Yeah, but helicopter crash, I was just like, I can't believe that. That just sounds so unreal. How often does that happen, really?
Yeah.
And then an hour later, I see Fox News. They have a helicopter over the scene where it happened. I'm like, oh, that really happened. That's when it kicked in for me, and I was like, damn.
There was like how many people? 9. There was Kobe and his daughter. Then there was one of her teammates
and a coach,
a husband and wife, and their I think they had a daughter. There was a baseball coach, the pilot. I don't know all the names. I'm sorry, but it's just so sad, dude. So many people.
Mm-hmm. As sad as it is, we just have to accept the fact that we live in a world where things like this happen.
Yeah. It really makes you realize that like any day could be like your last day.
Yeah.
Like nobody is safe from anything. You never know what's gonna happen.
Nothing is permanent.
It's so. God, dude, it's unfortunate.
Has there been any good news?
That's life, dude. It's inevitable.
Has there been any good news in January?
I don't know. I'm trying to look for that Instagram post because I saw one about like all the stuff that happened in January.
We need to talk about some good news.
Look for something positive about January. 2020 sucks so far.
We gotta bring up some good news.
I know, man. I mean, the music was alright this first month.
What's come out so far? Put me on. I haven't listened to anything new.
Oh, Moneybagg has a new album out.
I don't know who that is.
Drake.
I probably am the least
musical
educated.
Yeah, what the hell?
Music.
You like the dude that plays instruments and shit?
Yeah, I know the most musically, I'd say, but...
Oh yeah, weren't you in band?
Dude, I was in band. I like been playing music since I was like 10 or younger. Like I got a drum set when I was like in first grade. I played guitar like from sixth grade, or not from sixth grade, from second grade.
I completely forgot you were in band.
Yeah,
I was like,
I was in band for a while. Then I was in music theory for a little bit, and I know a lot of stuff. It's just that the last year I've kind of just took a break from like all the new music. I only pretty much listen to like I listened to some of the new Kanye album. I listened to Tyler's new album, the one that just won like rap album of the year.
Igor?
Yeah, I listened to that because we did a whole episode on it. I listened to some of Logic's last couple albums. I never listened to the full thing though. I listened to KOD, J. Cole, but then everything else I pretty much like just slept on. If it's on the radio, I'll hear it. But besides that, like I've been falling off. High school, I was on every album, bro. I was like,
dog, just listen to music, man.
bro, I don't. It's because like no one informs me when stuff's coming out.
You just got to do it yourself.
I'm not
You can't have
gonna do
other
it
people
myself,
tell you
bro.
when music comes out.
If
'Cause
I
if you don't,
if I'm not aware of it coming out, I'm not gonna look it up.
Yeah.
That's how I am, unless it's someone I'm a fan of. You know, like I didn't even know Ja died until like. No, I'm kidding.
You didn't. You're like, wait, he died. You're like on this podcast.
I was waiting for No Pulse to come out.
No balls. God,
That's
I hated
one-
that.
no, oh my god, I remember that.
That's one view.
You believe that, Nick?
You believe?
No, I saw it and I was just like,
See, bro,
Actually,
he's
I
not
did.
dead.
I was
It's
like-
it's for his album No Pulse.
I called you the night it happened. I was in Colombia when it happened.
Uh-huh.
I had what's funny is I just left Miami where it happened at. And I was just
So his is really sad too.
yeah, that's
Just get freaking gunned down.
and for no reason too. It's not like
Yeah.
he hated you. He just knew you had money and he wanted it.
The dudes got caught, right? They didn't get away.
Yeah, they got caught. They're all in jail right now.
All right. That's
I
good.
saw a meme. They're getting raped to look at me, like multiple times.
Oh God.
Like Jesus Christ, people have like no sense when it comes to memes.
because it's just a mass group
So,
of
Nick,
teenagers, bro.
What's came out January? You said there's new music.
Yeah. This new album by Moneybagg Yo, Time Served. It features Lil Baby, Black Youngster, Future,
Bro, Life is Good by Drake and Future. I like that.
Fredo Bang, Megan Thee Stallion, and Summer Walker.
Okay. Okay.
A new NBA Youngboy track drops like every 2 days. So, I mean, he
Yeah.
probably has something out. But we're not gonna talk about that. We don't talk about trash
We
here.
need to do another music episode whenever some good shit comes out.
Life is Good came out. I am gonna say that. It's really
Turn it
good.
up. That's the max.
Turn it up.
That's the max.
That's the max.
What else is
I'm trying to find it.
Let's see. What's come out? It's only been January 30th. It feels like 2020's been going longer than that to me.
It's gone quite fast. Well, it's always when it's the end of the month or the end of the year. Everyone's like, "Oh, it was so fast."
Yeah.
It's like, shut up, bro. Like when in the middle of it, you were like, "Bro, this is so slow."
When we did the 2019 one, we said that it felt like
Two
2
separate,
years. It felt like the first half
Yeah, that's
was really short.
because they were very like divided years for me.
Yeah.
Like I just got back from El Paso.
like the first half of 2019 was terrible. My life was like falling apart. I got in a
Yeah.
car crash. I lost my credit card. I lost my social security for like 3 months
How did that even happen, dude?
because I lost the job that I was working at.
Oh.
Not
It's like you just lose the number.
Not discount. Papados.
I forgot the
I
number.
forgot my number, bro.
I gave it to Diamond at Papados.
Oh my god.
She lost it for like 3 months.
What the hell? You gave her your card?
Holy shit.
Dude, never give her your card.
You're supposed to.
What an idiot. Jesus Christ.
Me?
No, her. Fucking
I
dime.
thought you were roasting him.
No.
This dude lost his social security.
I
You
lost
called
like
him an idiot.
I lost like everything, and I lost my job that month. I got fired,
Fuck that
and I
job.
got dumped.
Wait, so
It
they
was like
We're just
you lost
looking
your
at
social
stat sheet.
security number and they fired you because of that? But they're the ones that lost it?
no. I got fired for discount.
Oh, from discount. Oh yeah, you
Okay.
telling me about that.
Yeah, no, everything. The beginning of like last year, beginning of 2019, all the way to maybe like midway through summer, that was like terrible times for me. I don't know about
Yeah, I
you,
agree. 2019 beginning half was really trash. And we said this on our year review episode, but yeah, up until like the latter half of the year, 2019 for me was I did not like the first half of it. Everybody was on like in consensus on that. Everyone agreed, everybody was on the same page. Nick said so, Jaden said so.
It's like this year is a 4
yeah, I agree.
in conclusion.
In
Yeah,
conclusion.
no, 2019 was like a 1 for me. But like, I ended up making a comeback halfway through that year.
You
What
gotta
about
come
y'all?
back hard,
Did you come on
bounce
someone's
hard.
back?
All that.
Who's back? Is this an
well,
exclusive? Who's back?
I don't remember her name.
Oh, okay.
Who's back?
But it was Janet. Watch it. I think she does watch
Send
it,
her the
actually.
link. Send her the link.
I'll send,
Send
it
the
the
It'd
link.
be like
What?
timestamp like 32 seconds.
Oh,
32 minutes.
Bro, I haven't seen her in a while. She's still alive.
Oh my god.
2020 is one of those years we don't even like know anymore.
My second half of 2019 wasn't as much a comeback. It was more so just like fixing shit. I guess it's a
Yeah.
comeback, but like it wasn't like it's not like I was fucking up or anything. It was more so like people were just starting drama for no reason, and I'm just like, bro, stop. and I'm cutting people off.
You're just like, bro, I'm in college right now. I don't need to deal with this.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what I hate about, like, I have this class at the beginning of, I have this class Mondays and Wednesdays in Vista. It's sociology at 8 a.m. And all the people that I'm in class with, they're all freshmen. And they're still, like, they're all friends from high school who decided to take the class together. They do nothing but gossip and talk about drama amongst themselves. And I'm just, like, in class, like, studying. I'm like, can you shut the fuck up? I don't care who's cheating on you. This boys' locker room.
Boys' locker room.
Dude.
It's
I
like,
know what you mean.
it's like, bro, we're college students now. I got bills to pay. I don't gotta worry about it.
Dude, this year hopefully I'm gonna go to a university and like I don't know if I talked about this on the last episode. Yeah, UT Arlington. And
I don't know if the mic's picking this up, but Sam is like devouring that water.
Yeah. I can't hear that. My dog is eating.
Well, it's a cardioid, so it's probably not gonna pick
lunch
it up
in the background.
I don't know. There was one time we were recording. It was before we got all this new equipment though, and Nick's dog Sam was just barking and scratching at the door, trying to come inside. Like,
That's how it is, bro. You're starting a podcast in your own home, all right?
That's true. We gotta open
Joe Rogan could never, because he could. He couldn't.
Where does he record? Does he have like his own studio?
Yeah, he has his own. Yeah, that's what I would really want to do. If he has like a freaking studio gym / like chill man cave.
Put some funding into it, bro.
I like that.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
I like the photos.
Yeah, let me just go make some movies really quick.
Hey, bro, it's light.
It's light.
After he makes like any workout, he just like posts a photo of his voice like.
Yeah, he does.
Weird face.
Or he's always posting like he's eating like elk and like fried jalapenos.
If you watch it on YouTube, you might see the camera shake or something. Because Nick's dog is going all over the place.
I thought he was gonna like knock the camera down just now.
He's very unaware of his own space.
Oh, yeah.
Or of like how
big.
It's like if I walked around thinking I was a 10-year-old.
Like the guy from The Goods.
Have you seen that movie, The Goods, Josh?
I have not.
Oh my god. We need to do that movie react one where we just sit here and watch a movie with the TV.
Yeah.
That would be so good. Like I'll just put a TV under the camera. That would be funny, dude.
Yeah, for those of you listening who don't know what we're talking about, we had this idea of we would sync up a movie and we'd pretty much watch the movie but like also kind of talk about it, review it, laugh about it, you know, stuff like that on tape while we watch it, and then we can say like, oh, like sync up with us if you want to watch the movie and like listen to this. It's like virtual, like watching movies with your buds.
Yeah,
you know,
that would be cool.
They used to have that on I think they used to have that on 360. I think
it was on Netflix, right?
Yeah,
I remember I used it like a couple of times. And
yeah, they have an app for it now. It's called Rabbit, where you just like sign in with someone and you join like a chat room and watch it. But it's really so cool. It's really gimmicky.
The Xbox one was cool on 360. The Netflix had a thing, and it looked like you walked in a movie theater with your Xbox avatar, and you guys like sat down in a movie theater and you guys were like watching the movie together. Fuck? Yeah, you can make it full screen, or you can have it to where it's part of the screen, and then you can.
Your avatars are just like.
Can you also put like reactions and stuff?
Yeah, you could do stuff and all that. But the only thing that sucked about it is if either one of you tried to forward it or rewind it, it would lag for so long until it finally like got it playing, syncing, and all that.
It was pretty cool though. Like it was I think that was probably one of my favorite features of 360.
I missed that. I
like
remember when
they always get rid of like cool shit.
Yeah, they don't even realize how cool it was until it's gone.
I know.
Apparently they're gonna get rid of a lot of the features that the one has. They're gonna focus on gaming.
They wanted the one. They wanted it to be like a multimedia like home theater console.
Which it kind of was.
Yeah, the new one looks like a fucking like air conditioning fan.
I mean, it did do. Yeah, it's loud as hell. It did do.
Looks
a lot
like that
of
one
shit.
from It's Always Sunny. It's like garbage. On go Gabluki.
Oh, okay. Sam just ran out.
Almost knocked down the curtain.
All right.
Watch you go jump through and knock the camera down.
Like fucking. What's it called? Those people that do stunts.
Stunt double?
No. Like they do it for a living. They'll just like go through rings of fire on a motorcycle.
Stuntman?
Daredevils,
yeah.
Daredevils.
God. Oh, but one big thing from January for sure was like the World War III thing, which like, I mean, we covered a bit, but like, I don't think it's gonna happen, right?
It's not World War III.
Remember we were talking about that infographic video where it's like us versus Iran?
Oh yeah, and it came out like 6 months before.
Yeah, I went back to it and someone's like, this didn't age well.
Yeah.
No, but we have like a lot more resources than them and stuff, and like.
I mean, they do have nukes, so.
I feel like everyone has nukes at this
Not
point.
everybody. We've never been to war with a country that has nukes.
Really?
Yes. That's why we never went to war with the
that's because
Soviet
back in World War II or World War One, we created the first nuke.
No, World War II.
World War II.
That's when
we were experimenting with the Manhattan Project.
That's when we nuked, obviously.
Hiroshima.
You can name drop.
Yeah.
Just like we drop.
It's history.
It is history, bro.
I know.
It's very recent history. Some people.
Recent history is Justin dying.
No, it's
old history.
Is recent history. It was only
recent
like,
history is like fucking.
It was less than 100 years
Caesar
ago.
dying in the fucking palace.
It was like 40s.
Yeah, it was like the 40s, or 70
80,
years ago.
80, 70, 80 years ago.
I think when it's okay, I guess over 100 years.
Come on, Nick.
That's like old history.
Bro, get this dude off the cast.
And then ancient's like 1,000.
Yeah, bro.
You're gonna have to roast Nick in the
ancient
comments.
is longer than 1,000.
Fuck off.
Do you not know like the historical periods?
Yeah,
No, I do,
Do you not
dude.
know your historical periods, bro?
Every time that I take a fucking like class, it stays with me for a semester over, and then afterwards it
gone.
starts like fading away.
I'm currently in history too.
Oh shit!
Ancient history is anything considered before Common Era.
I took the Civil War to the freaking
Nick, everyone knows the Civil War.
Reconstruction era.
Nick, we all know the Civil War.
Oh yeah.
What was the book?
Talk about it.
What was the book The Jungle about?
Huh? Oh, that was the guy by Sinclair who wrote about like the industrial like meat factories and how they were really unsanitary and people would lose fingers and shit.
And they just they'll toss it in.
That's so gross.
You ever
Toss
read
it
about
in.
that?
Yeah,
Like,
I
technically,
remember.
people were cannibals for a while. They just chopped like.
Unknowing, unless they liked it.
I'm sure you wouldn't know.
They probably.
I mean, what the fuck even is a hot dog? It's
do you
just
think if
it's
I-
just meat.
If
Like
I killed somebody and I like cooked them up, do you think you'd be able to tell?
Nah, it probably tastes good.
That's what I'm saying.
was
if I
that It's
got-
Always Sunny episode when they try to eat human?
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
That was disgusting, bro.
No, they ate some random meat in like Danny DeVito's like fridge, and they were just like, "What was that? It was so good," and like he was
It
just
was
fucking
human
with them.
meat.
It's like it was human, and they were just freaking out.
And then they wanted more, and they're like, "It tasted good," and turned out. And then they went and actually ate somebody, right?
Wasn't it just like possum meat? No, they were going to eat him.
Yeah, they're gonna eat.
They were eat some black guy at the morgue.
My god.
They went to a morgue.
And they were just like, "Is it wrong we don't want to eat him because he's black?"
Oh my
Fucking
god.
stupid.
It's the forbidden meat.
forbidden meat. Any meat that's brown is better than white meat. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't like chicken.
Well, what about
Sure, I like chicken, but I don't like.
how does chicken have white and dark meat? Because I know white is like the breast and the wing.
Different style muscle and different amounts of vitamins in the muscle that you're
Huh.
eating.
So like, would my thigh be like a dark meat,
Yes.
and then my arm would be like white?
Human meat contains a lot of Human meat contains a lot of sodium, so your entire body.
Oh,
can
so
be
just
red.
animals, it's white and dark.
Yeah. Certain animals have like white meat. Certain animals have dark meat.
Nick, you never carve a turkey?
No, I worked at Popeyes for like
Fried
Oh, I
chicken.
forgot
should've
you
seen
did.
for
that.
5 months. Yeah, you
worked
pulled
with
up on
Sanchez
time.
and Scott, right?
Everybody.
Technically, everybody.
He worked there. Adam
worked
worked
there
there.
too?
Alex worked there.
Oh my god.
I had like 7 friends that worked there.
I remember you guys used to go up on the hill.
Yeah, we would eat chicken
Yeah.
after work. That was a fun job. Our manager was really chill.
You'd
But
always post pictures on the hill, and I was just like, oh damn, dude.
Me and Nick got another job together at Papa Do's. Another seafood Louisiana style place.
yeah,
I've only been there like 3 times.
It's pretty good.
it's alright.
Sam is
Sucks
currently
working.
getting on the couch.
Nick, I can't believe you're gonna go work there again.
I need that money, bro. I need to save up if I'm gonna potentially like
You
move.
have to take the call?
No, this
Yeah.
Indian scammer won't stop calling me today. I've answered like.
Is he trying to recruit you for Iranian task force?
He's like, this is the IRS. I'm like, so you're not part of the fucking
It's like IRS is American, fucker.
Oh.
Let's hang up on.
I can hear him cooking curry and shit. in the
Yo, hang on.
background.
It's like a it's a curry restaurant
Please
slash
cut that out.
IRS.
Please cut that out.
No. You wanted uncut
But we don't cut
fucking
nothing out.
conversation. Yeah, we don't.
Shit.
We left Christian's commenting.
On trannies? I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Just to reiterate, we do not associate
Yeah, we don't.
with what he said.
Oh shit, he's in me.
He
I'm
is.
sorry, Chris, if you see this.
Sorry to everybody.
It's just this one guy, I think his name. He called me again. He's leaving me voicemails too. Like, this is the IRS, please pick up.
Have you seen one video of that guy that picks up and just trolls them? He's just being
yeah.
very difficult. He's like, "Wait, my number?" He's like, "Where is that?" He's
Bro,
like,
I saw that guy, Kid Borgia,
I don't remember his
Kid
name.
Jombra, or something like that. No, it turns out that his grandmother has dementia. and she got scammed out like thousands of dollars from them. So he like decided to take up a role on YouTube and start like scamming them backwards.
Yeah, I've seen videos of like hackers that like get called by guys and they reverse hack them. He's like, yeah, I just got into this guy's desktop. It's like, oh, we have videos of him cheating on his wife. Oh, it's man. Like, holy shit. No, it's like that game Watch Dogs.
This guy was being so difficult. The hacker just like, fuck you, I lose my job because of you. Fuck you, you pussy. Like, oh god. Oh, and then she like, he'll talk back. He'll like mute his mic. He's like, he'll unmute it and he'll start crying. He's like, sir, I want to talk to your manager.
God, dude.
He's like, no, you can't talk to my manager. I don't have one.
It's me. He's like, 1 second. He's like, hello. It's the same dude.
That's one thing I hated about like certain Popeyes is here. Whenever you want to complain I used to complain to the Popeyes.
The fuck? Well, no cap, they would always forget shit. I went to Bill Miller's twice the other day, and they forgot they got my order fucked up wrong, and I ordered the exact same thing. It's like, how do you do that, bro?
No, they messed up. No, they always mess up the order, and then whenever you want to talk to somebody about it, they're like, oh, you want to talk to me? You want to talk?
Just get ignorant. It's like, what's up? Pull the second window, bitch.
Oh, dude.
That's what I love about
One time I went to Popeyes. I ordered something at lunch. We had to be back at high school for our next class by 1:20 or something like that.
Oh, yeah. It was like...
I don't remember what the period of times were. We had to be back at a certain time. And I went with Arturo, our friend, and he ordered right before me. I ordered right after him. Actually, no, he ordered after me. That's why I was so pissed off. And all I got was just like some chicken box or some shit. And I'm waiting there, and then they call Arturo's number. They get him. I'm still waiting there. And we got like 10 minutes to class. And then I was like, bro, and I went up, and I was like, dude, I ordered, like, I was the first one in here. All these people coming in here after me, like, where's my food? And then they were like, huh? And then they're like, oh, shit. And they're like, I forgot to put, like, the order number up. And then they were like, here. And then the guy then started making my order. And then they gave me a free apple pie or something, I think.
They should give you the meal for free.
I'd be like, give me 2, bitch.
God, dude, I don't think I went back till they had the chicken sandwich.
Oh, God.
That was my last time.
I didn't even know when that shit crept up.
It came out like in October, I think, 2019.
Oh, yeah, that's way after I quit.
Somebody grabbed the idea from Popeyes of like how they're known for like bad customer service, and they made it into a restaurant here in San Antonio.
With the Dick's one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
they treat.
That's a funny place. I want to go there, but like be able to like bite back at them. It's like,
you want to roast back?
Bitch. Give me some fucking fries. Like where you're working. I'm working at a place called Dick's.
I've never went there, but Emily told me she went there one time.
They're just rude. They're not
she
like.
Said she was like.
They're not roasting you like. What's up, boy?
No, yeah, they weren't like that. They'll write something on a hat and put it on your head, and it's like a roast to you.
Dude, it's really insulting.
She said that when she went. Dumpster. My girlfriend went.
Some shit.
Yeah, there's something like that. Yeah, my girlfriend went. She went when she was like 10. So she's like a little girl. Yeah, I don't know why her parents took her there. Her parents took her there, but whatever.
Unplanned.
And she said that they wrote like future Hooters girl on it, or like future like hoe or some shit like that.
Oh my god!
And I was just like, holy shit, what the fuck? They're roasting like 10-year-old girls. Like holy shit.
It's fucking mean.
I've never been, dude.
We should go one of these days and just vlog it.
Yeah, we want to do Cosmic Vlogs.
That'd be interesting. I'd love to see what they say about you, Nick.
God.
Roast Nick in the comments.
Same with that rat boy.
What if they said that?
I'd be like, that makes no fucking sense.
You gonna roast them back?
Yeah. You guys listening? When we were in high school, all of our friends. Actually, it was me that started it. We were hanging out at lunch, and I think Nick said something, and I called him rat boy. I said, "What do you want, rat boy?" or like something like that. And I just meant, I didn't mean it like he looks like a rat. I literally just meant it as like an insult, like, "Oh, rat boy would sound funny." And then everybody was like, "Oh, he does look like a rat." And then,
that shows how easy the people would just conform to shit. Because like you were like a popular guy. There's like,
oh. Your name in Marco's phone is Rat Boy.
It's in my phone too.
Oh yeah.
it's stuck with Nick for like the last 4 or 5 years. It's just Rat Boy.
I don't even care anymore. I used to get so like fed up over shit, but now I'm just like.
Anytime there's a rat meme or a ratatouille
is that Tyler?
Meme, we'll just be like, "Oh, that's Nick."
I just have a picture of him from like 2017. 5 more years. Remember?
Oh yeah, we had theater class together.
Right, we'll put it in the. We'll pop it up right now if you're watching on YouTube.
Yeah,
we'll put it up.
Blowed up. No, but back to cannibalism in World War III.
Okay.
If Doomsday happened, like somehow they just nuked us out of nowhere, like would you, and like all the shit like just went to everything just went to shit, bro. Would you be ready for like an apocalypse?
No.
In the United States,
I would not.
I would love that.
Dude,
asking if you'd be ready, not if you'd like it.
I would die from the nuke, bro. I would die from the nuke. I don't got no.
No, like if it hit like major cities, like that's why I like San Antonio is not like the big city. Well, it would hit Los Angeles. It's a
military city though. If they wanted to take out military, they would hit this place.
We have like 3 bases.
What if we just succeed from them? It's like, hey, bro, wouldn't it?
They would still hit us, dog.
It's like, you're still Texas.
I don't know. If theoretically I had a doomsday place and I survived, I come out like it's like Fallout. I come out, the nuclear fallout's gone, and it's just whatever's left.
Yeah, you gotta wait a bit.
Yeah. After that, theoretically, I'd probably die.
You probably turn into one of those.
I would try to survive, dude. When you're in a situation where it's
melting.
Oh god.
When you're in a situation where it's like life or death, like you're just gonna either survive or like fight or flight, bro.
Well, obviously I'd try to survive, but looking like all the food would be perished by now, especially in this place, Nick's house.
Nah, bro.
For those of you that don't know, Nick just keeps grease on deck.
And natural organic.
Why do you think I keep it? That shit preserves.
You gonna eat it?
I'm probably more ready than your house.
Would you eat the grease in the apocalypse?
That wouldn't have any nutritional value.
Gross. Oh yeah, if you guys they don't know. Let me explain this.
You already know that you've explained it.
Nick has grease.
You have it.
It's just cooking grease, dude. I swear we've been over this.
I think we just talked to you about it so much, even off air.
Yeah.
It's just pretty much Nick just collects his cooking grease in a bottle.
Because you're not supposed to dispose it in the dishwasher. Well, then that's not good for the environment.
I mean, nothing's happened to it.
You don't know.
There
could be a fucking monster like forming below your house foundation.
Oh, the grease monster.
The grease monster on those advertisements.
Actually, I think we do just throw it in the
trash.
Be like,
yeah, you do throw it in the trash.
I don't know.
What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to collect it in a can. After you're done cooking, you grab the can, you put it into like a plastic bag, double seal it, double wrap it, put it in your trash can. Do it the day before day before the trash comes to collect.
Maybe I should just throw it away and not like tell anyone. Because whenever I clean my house, I throw shit away and don't tell my family, and they just don't even realize.
Dude, at this point, Nick, you got to keep the grease just for like the vibe.
Nah. Dude, y'all gonna roast me for not having. You're gonna roast me for not having it after. Where the fuck's the grease?
Where's the grease? Nick threw a New Year's party. The first thing I noticed is like, bro, like, where's the grease at? I didn't see the grease on his counter.
The grease. Such a funny word, grease.
I had to put it away. I didn't want people to see it at the party.
That's why you like grease mode.
Grease mode. Oh, dude. It's grease with a Z though.
Sam, if you sit down, you're gonna fuck up my foot.
God, dude.
Nick's dog is pulling up right now.
No, but I'm trying to turn my car into like a, what's it called?
A tuner.
Yeah, like
You wanna get
like a bug out vehicle.
A bug out vehicle?
Yeah, so it's like when shit hits the fan, like you're just ready to go.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's why I keep a utility belt with all my tools in it.
You're like Batman?
Nah, I have different tools.
Wait, so are we going from Kobe's death to World War III to Doomsday Preppers?
To Popeyes.
Yeah, we went Popeyes to Doomsday Preppers.
Yeah, man.
This podcast is all over the place, dude. This episode.
We're all talking about shit from January, and then just Popeyes somehow sneaked its way in there. This is what organic conversation
this episode
sounds.
Was gonna be like a memorial to Kobe.
It was,
and then we're talking about Doomsday and Greece and shit.
I mean, since I just got into basketball, I can't really like give much to the conversation.
Well, Nick, Nick just started playing.
Bro, we can talk about the memes that came up with it because you know the memes. You see that one? It shows like Jesus crossing out the devil, like Jesus 3 days after Kobe arrived.
Oh my god, I didn't see that.
I want to keep talking about Doomsday.
Okay, go on Doomsday. Nick. What are you doing, Nick? If you theoretically,
like actively right now, I'm like I'm turning my car into like a bug out vehicle. So like.
So you're prepping for this?
Yeah. So I have like a sleeping bag in my car. Like when I get some extra money, I'm gonna buy like a first aid kit. But there's like one at Walmart for like $35. Where it has like jumper cables, like first aid stuff, like flares, and just like if anything goes down. Dude, honestly, I love my family, but I would like to be probably like a lone wolf.
You gonna ditch your family?
No, I wouldn't ditch them. But if they were to die, I'd be like, if they were to die, I would mourn like really.
I always think whenever I listen back to the episodes, I'm like, oh shit, people that don't know like who we are wouldn't know like that as we're talking about it. So a lot of times now I'm trying to give more context. Like when I say Sebastian, bro, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's Nick's brother.
Well, that's my generation.
I got you.
I need to do an introductory video.
Okay. Yeah, we need to make a trailer.
We need to make a trailer that just show.
We should just clip together a bunch of random bullshit and just put a freaking title over it.
Well, remember that Avengers idea? I had? Like one of us is gonna be like Nick Fury, just like come introduce all of us, or come try getting us all to join the generation of.
It's
Would
like,
you like me to let your dog outside?
yeah, sure.
Yeah. Jesus.
This
Yeah,
bitch.
we have to.
No, but like,
If you don't, he'll
if my family were to die, I would mourn really bad. But I would like if it was just me and Sam and you. It would just be a trio.
Why you want me over your family? That's fucked.
No, if they were to die, but no, I would like to keep my family because I like to have. No, actually, my original plan was to since we live in a gated community, get all my friends in these houses once all these like assholes leave, and then just like keep this place to be like a gated community that we protect, like in The Walking Dead. You know, the neighbors over here have a solar powered house. That would be the freaking like that would be the generator for the entire place. Some people have pools. We could like use that to catch rainwater and purify it. We would all have these like pretty nice homes. The place is gated. We would just work off of that.
You've thought about this a lot, man.
Dude, when I was in middle school, I have a book called Zombie Survival Guide. And then in my glove box in my car, I have like a special ops like survival like manual, and then like a mini Bear Grylls thing that like shows you how to start fire.
Box.
Oh, I thought you said my mailbox. I thought you meant like in your mailbox you have like.
I'm just
like you have something in there just in case when you're checking the mail you get pulled up on. You can pull out a knife that's in the mailbox.
I remember when I was like 12. Nick had this giant map that he hung up upstairs. Remember that? It like had all of Texas. And
Texas, yeah.
Your escape route.
That was so naive because like I couldn't even drive, but like now I have so much more like. What's the word? I got so much more shit.
I was like, so where do you want to go? And like, we're going that way. I'm like, what's that way? He just wanted to go to
like that's West.
West. He didn't even.
The combination of West and East.
That's just where we're at technically.
No, dude. But in middle school I was really into it because I watched The Walking Dead too.
We all did.
I could see Sam peeing from out the window. He's just looking at me
we gotta leave that
from the window,
Why
bro.
don't we just take a clip of that and put it like as a GIF for the whole fucking podcast?
Oh, God.
Should be our mascot.
Constantly replaying.
No, dude. Yeah, I really thought about it.
Yeah, no, you did.
I used to watch Doomsday Preppers. You ever watch that show?
I've seen clips from it.
That's people. I wouldn't go that try hard where it makes my family. It like gets in the way of like their everyday life. Because like some guy like built this whole ranch with like a fort around it and shit for his family, and he would make them do weekly drills if it would happen. It's like, bruh. At that point, I would just leave that family.
So this is what I would do if I had unlimited money to set up for it. Then I would just be like, okay, I'll have a doomsday like thing underneath my house where I can go free of radiation if there was a nuke, and I'll fill it with non-perishables like that'll last me
like canned food, Cheerios,
Cheerios,
some green beans.
That's what I would do. If I had the money, I would
like,
set up something like that.
Remember that episode?
The fried chicken flu.
The fried chicken flu? Did you ever see that episode of The Boondocks? Oh my god.
They got good stuff in there. They got canned greens and Cheerios.
Dude, they would. Oh my god, yeah. So like
there's like a fried chicken flu that started spreading. And
yeah, around the neighborhood in the Boondocks.
And like apparently like 1 million people had died.
Yeah. Yeah. Like they go to the chicken place. Is that the one when they're out of chicken?
Yeah, they're out.
Yeah, so people are just pissed off they're out of chicken, but they think that's a symptom of the flu. Like people just go crazy.
Pissed off they're out of chicken.
Yeah, so they all just like huddle up in like
that sounds like Popeyes,
different communities.
Yeah.
And then like it becomes like a wasteland for like an episode.
Yeah.
And they start doing that Mad Max Fury Road shit.
They try to escape.
And like
they just drive off, and people are chasing them on a bus with like masks and shit.
They have like football pads with spikes on them. Have you ever seen Daybreak?
No.
Oh god, dude.
What is Daybreak?
It's a show that came out on Netflix. It's like about the apocalypse. If it was like nukes that only vaporized people who didn't get a certain vaccine, and the vaccine was only available at schools. And the vaccine was only available at schools, so everybody over the age of 18 is basically dead.
Holy shit.
So like the kids took over LA, and it's just like they all get into these different tribes.
That's so weird. How is a
shit.
How can a virus tell your age and kill you?
No. The virus only kills people who didn't get a certain vaccine.
Oh.
So like it was like an HPV vaccine, but it also protected against this like kind of like
freaking nuclear fallout and nuclear rays.
No, it wasn't a nuke. It was like a
okay. It was like a chemical
weapon.
Dude, how do you?
But like.
I thought you were saying like they dropped a nuke and it just didn't vaporize you.
Just like,
it's just sitting in the fire, just like chilling.
Damn.
It's pretty much a nuke, but like it just vaporized everybody who didn't get the shot, which is basically anybody who wasn't in high school.
So your parents are dead?
Yeah. So like in the show, anybody above the age of 18 is dead.
So
Except
Nick did.
How old are you?
20. Fucker. My birthday was this month.
Well, I would have been dead too.
Hey, yeah. Another great thing that happened this month. I turned 20.
Oh, we didn't give Nick we didn't have a birthday podcast episode.
Damn.
I actually,
we could do it now.
When we recorded one that was around the time of your birthday, I was like, yo, I gotta say like happy birthday to Nick on the podcast, and I forgot.
Why'd you just do it when you thought of it?
It's because the conversation probably got like good. I don't remember what episode it was, but I remember thinking like, oh, bro, we got to pull out like a cupcake in the middle of the podcast and throw it at Nick.
Dude, I was like, that's so whole. Fuck you.
It was the day when I was remember I was saying like, dude, let's bake Nick a cake. And you were like, fuck no, bro.
No one wanted to bake me a cake.
Oh, I told Jaden
told me I would have baked you a cake.
No, remember Jaden wanted to make
Let's bake one now, dude. Fuck it.
Jaden wanted to make fried rice and we were hanging out.
Let's make a hair cake.
I get like the hat from fucking Life is Good. I'm like
working on the
weekend like usual.
Oh,
yeah, Jaden made me that fried rice. It was pretty good. Spam fried rice.
I told Nick or Jaden to also bake a cake.
It's like, buy me a cookie cake. Those are good.
Those are good. Ice cream cakes.
Dude, I love ice cream cake.
I love cheesecake. Cheesecake's probably my favorite.
I like cheesecake.
Wait, how do we get into this?
Late at night.
About cakes.
Nick's birthday was in January.
But we were talking about the apocalypse.
Oh yeah, so I was gonna ask you what like protects you from fallout? Is it like a certain amount of like a thick wall, or do you have to be underground? Okay. Because I know it settles like on the surface and it can't go underneath like water would. Because it's a gas, right?
No, fallout.
It's just the radiation.
Radiation is not visible to our eye. It's like light.
It's not a gas.
This is radiation, like light from UV radiation.
Yeah, there's different types of radiation.
It's not a gas. It's just an effect. There's so there's alpha rays, which are arguably the easiest to protect yourself from. There's beta rays, which require a lot more to protect yourself from. That's like if you go to the doctor and get an X-ray taken. The reason they the reason they put lead all over your body.
Fuck.
The reason they put lead all over your body is because lead is actually such a dense material that it'll protect against the radiation and it won't go through. That's why at nuclear power plants where they use beta radiation or they use beta rays.
Then how do people just put on like those freaking masks and suits and like they're good?
Those masks usually have certain chemical properties.
How does that like protect you from the light? I mean, light.
It's not light.
It's like it consumes everything it touches.
Light is a form of radiation, but light isn't the only way of radiation. Is completely its own science. You gotta understand that.
It's very complex.
Very, very complex, and it affects multiple different parts of physics and chemistry, all alike. So the way that they protect against... Have you ever been in a nuclear power plant or seen what they look like? They have these giant concrete walls. The inside... So these walls are built with two slabs, and on the inside of the wall, they just pour with like molten lead, basically. They fill it up to the point where, It's very interesting how they do it, honestly. But the problem with it is gamma rays are the hardest and probably the most unavoidable, and that's where a majority of fallout from bombs comes from.
You didn't know that shit, Nick?
No.
There's actually...
You've taken a class on this.
I haven't taken any classes on this, Nick.
Like, this is all just straight from the dome.
You do realize... I showed you the books. I read like quantum physics like every day. I mean, this isn't quantum physics. This is
get the fuck out of here, Nick. The hell are you talking about?
But anyway,
bro, don't fucking talk about this like you're not fucking stupid too.
Well, no, the only thing I know about is from my dad because my dad worked in radiology for like pretty much his whole career. So like, that's pretty much just like X-rays and like gamma rays. So the entire time he's working around radiation. So he has like the like special lead shit they have to wear and all that. And I learned like from him.
So he's like Homer Simpson when he works at that plant.
Exactly.
No, but Homer Simpson works at the plant.
Just fucking fucks it up.
Nick's learning all his doomsday stuff from Homer Simpson.
No, but they're saying the most as far as nuclear war and like a nuclear apocalypse happening, they're saying probably the most likable thing to that would be the cobalt bomb, which we talked about in the previous podcast.
Oh yeah, that was on the pilot season when we talked for 4 hours.
Jesus Christ!
And around 3.5.
That one?
Yes.
That's the one you really. That was a conspiracy theory one.
We talked about crab people.
Yeah.
The one that didn't pull.
That was fun, but after Alex left and I forgot someone else had to leave, y'all just were talking about like war and shit, and you're like, yeah, my uncle died in Colombia, and I was just there like, I was getting sleepy, bro.
Bro, you gotta know when to wrap it up.
No, I did let that drag on way too long. I should have just been like, all right, wrap it up.
Yeah, because they said
we gotta wrap this up.
No, there's certain parts of that podcast where we started talking about history, and you're just sitting there, you didn't know.
Nick just took a nap.
Yeah, bro.
I remember, didn't Scott take a nap? He went home and took a nap and came back.
We got to do we have to live stream it like a 4-hour thing instead of record it. Live streaming would be funnier.
Do Christian's idea.
It could be like a fundraiser.
Podcast.
No, we need a 52-hour podcast.
Fuck that.
If we do
dude.
that,
Nick's cameras.
At that point, that shit would blow up, dude.
That'll break the record for the 51.
Dude, if we broke the record, is there an easy record for podcasting we could break? Like most people on a podcast.
That's probably the easiest one.
What?
The 50.
Nah, there's got to be other podcasts. Dude, we got to be in the Guinness World Book of Records, and then we'll get start getting sponsors.
The rules of that podcast, though, there were you have to have at least 2 people awake and talking at all times, and the camera can't cut.
Oh, Nick, you already fucked us.
With the audio.
We can live stream it though.
Sure, I'll live stream it
from a computer.
From a fucking that shit would blow up as well.
This computer would blow up, bro.
Just get a cooling unit.
A what?
A cooling unit for the computer.
Okay, I might as well just get a new computer at that point.
Bro, 100th episode, we're going for the record.
100.
Wait. We keep fucking digressing. What were we talking about before this?
I was asking you about nuclear shit, and y'all just started roasting me for not knowing.
We did. Okay.
Just asked
okay, well,
how does it work?
Christ.
How deep do you have to be underground to be protected and all that?
Yeah.
Depends on certain things.
This is why I want you around. You're gonna be like my fucking little scientist guinea pig. If we go outside, we will melt.
Hey, go outside. I want to see what it's like. I just I start fucking melting.
Some Rick and Morty shit.
No, but yeah, if we did have a nuclear apocalypse, the way that would most likely go down is probably the cobalt bomb situation, which, if you know anything about the cobalt bombs, it's a certain nuclear reaction that although it's not fusion, and it's still considered fission, if you know the difference between two. Fusion is a fusion of 2 atoms, and fission is a separation, which is the only way we can really perform nuclear acts at the moment.
Bro, I knew that.
What?
I knew that, bro.
I mean, you should have. We learned that. Yeah. I remember that.
And what?
We learned it in physics, I think.
Yeah, we did learn it.
Miss DeLong.
Chemistry.
I remember fusion and fission.
But
bro, DeLong.
Oh yeah, I Miss DeLong.
Yeah,
bro, dude, she was never there, dude. Miss DeLong was one of our physics high school teachers.
For half the year because she had a collapsed lung.
Yeah.
Shit, bro. Why are you teaching if that shit's gonna happen?
They called her DeLong. He's like, DeLong. We were like, shut up, dude.
Come on, bro.
Well, we went to her for...
No, because I had her the year after, and she had to leave another half a year.
Oh my god.
They found, they found stage 3 cancer in her lungs.
What?
She got it fixed, though.
Dude.
Say that shit like it's a tire. She got it fixed.
She got it fixed.
She's good. That's good, dude. Jesus, I didn't even know that.
She got married. Her name's not DeLong anymore.
Oh, shit. What is it now?
Probably changed it because she heard my roast. She's like, oh, fuck no.
Nick showed her his first...
the cancer.
Nick showed her his first... What was it?
Video?
No. His his music. Because she would always play Wu-Tang and
Oh, yeah. I showed her my music.
Shit in class.
Yeah, I remember
that. was 2017.
Nick had his first, what was it?
My musical debut.
With Scott. And we were like, bro, tell DeLong to play and see what she thinks about it.
Oh, bro, I remember.
Yeah, I feel the way.
She gave me extra credit at the end of the year. She's like, anybody who can make music about physics, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
I remember
that.
I should have done that if I had the confidence.
I thought about doing it, but
I'm just
some chick in my class did it, and she didn't even write a song. She just played another song like karaoke, but she changed the words to something else.
I'd be like ions and electrons.
I just turned on a Tale of Two Cities beat, and I did a freestyle on quantum physics. I actually killed it. I was like, oh. And everybody in the class yeah.
It's like valence electrons, bitch.
Yeah, I did. I said something about valence electrons. I forget exactly what I said on that, but I just remember everybody was lit.
I remember some girl in my class saying something, but the song was already the lyrics were already. The song wasn't talking about physics, obviously, but it could be taken that way.
So she just fucking sung the song.
Yeah, and she was the teacher, I guess, was I guess she didn't understand it, but she didn't want to be mean and be like, hey, that's not what you were supposed to do. So she just gave her the extra credit anyway.
She did. She was probably just being fucking lazy kid.
Late.
I was gonna say cunt, but
Lazy.
I'm not sure if we can say cunt on the show.
It's whatever,
Well,
bro.
you've said it like 5 times.
Well, you can fucking blur it out.
We'll leave.
I don't want to be a politically correct podcast because I'm not a politically correct person. Honestly. And I want the most...
You should hear some of the stuff.
If anything changes in this podcast, I don't want the truth to
Dude,
change.
dropping like the N-word like as soon as the podcast ends.
Nah, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, don't say that shit.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. Can't joke about... Susan Wojcicki's writing this down as you speak.
We're gonna start. They're never getting a sponsor. They're gonna make sure they never get shit.
Oh, we're gonna get a sponsor. We'll get one soon.
We already have the Anchor one, but we just haven't done anything.
No, we need
I want to have like a couple, man. I don't know. Maybe
Raid Shout. We could probably get Raid Shadow Legends, bro. In the middle of the podcast, we'll just be like, hey.
Raid Shadow
Raid
Legends?
Shadow Legends.
Yeah, Raid.
Oh my god.
Raid Shadow Legends is an online massive multi.
They all say the same shit. Every single person that gets sponsored by them.
The other
Didn't
thing.
Logan Paul get sponsored by them?
No, the other thing was
after
like
he
if
lost the
I
fight, he made a video. He's like,
I was depressed for a long time until I found Raid Shadow.
see, that's funny when you're creative with it, but I wouldn't really want to advertise something unless I've used it for a while. Like I would advertise like
let's play the
Headspace.
game for a bit, bro.
Yeah,
I would advertise Headspace, Spotify,
I played
Squarespace, like G
I
Fuel,
would do G Fuel.
Vans, shit I actually use and enjoy. I would sponsor it, but I just don't want to be like.
Do you have Raid Shadow Legends?
No, I played.
That's what it
I thought he
is.
was like, here, look.
I
He's like,
played
I
a stupid
haven't-
fucking game called Gang Clash.
It's like Crossy Roads.
Look, you send them out and they fight.
Are you the blue ones or the red
Can you
ones?
send me that? I
Blue
want to
ones.
play that
Yeah,
You're
game.
getting wrecked.
It's really hard.
Holy shit, that sounds fun. Let me see that.
No, because those green guys are like the immortal ones.
Oh, okay.
Cause like it's like when you have like a full squadron and then you mix that with a full squadron and they become a king squadron and then you mix that with another king squadron by mixing 2 full squadrons and then you get an ultra king squadron. Then you mix 2 ultra king squadrons and you get a fucking you get one of those one green guy and that green guy can like he can take out
One
everything.
green guy. What's
This
that
is
app
not
called?
Sponsored.
What's it called, bro?
Game Clash. Bro, let's hit them up and see if they can sponsor us.
Well, you pretty much just gave him some free advertising, so hit us up if you liked what he said.
Gang Clash.
He got Nick to download it, so he's already working.
Yeah, I'm working, y'all. Bro, I love this game. Actually,
I feel like we should just email like a bunch of like companies and stuff and like, hey, we have a podcast. Like, would you like to sponsor us? And if we did that to like 50 people, there's no way like not at least 2 would get back to us.
Yeah, it's like when you hit up 100 people, there's no way none of them.
Yeah, like come on, bro.
I did that.
You're not
once.
that lame.
Somebody hit me up. Nick, you were
And
like,
plus, we're at that point where we have like double digits episodes, so we look pretty legit.
That's
Oh,
true. We
how
do
many
have double.
episodes?
This is the 11th.
Yes, sir.
You're on the 11th episode.
Man,
Going
dude.
pretty good weekly.
What would your plan be for the doomsday? I don't know if you were explaining yours.
Oh,
You were in the middle of explaining yours.
I
No,
just said
then
if I
you-
had a fuck ton of money, I would just get all that shit.
Oh, dude, my
That's
community
pretty
idea
much
is
it.
pretty good. Like honestly,
I mean,
changing.
I would just fuck it up for you.
But
Really?
I'd pull up with the truck and like.
How about you just go live in
I'd
your-
go hit the fucking like fence blocking the gated community. I'd go
just
through
let all
it.
the zombies in.
Yeah.
my
Wait, so we're saying it's a zombie apocalypse?
It could be anything.
If it's a zombie.
Either way, that
apocalypse-
fence is important for
wait,
people like you. You were gonna have a house here. I have one reserved for
We
you.
have to
Oh, yeah.
rename
The fuck, you just gonna fuck my shit up?
communities.
You gotta-
what the names
You gotta
will be.
keep the podcast going during the
Nick,
apocalypse.
This would be like the Sonoma. This would be Sonoma
No,
Ranch
this is gonna be
community.
Sonoma. This is gonna be called Rat Village because you made it.
Oh, that's funny. Then by that default, we should call you the fucking
Rat
avocado
Village.
house.
The Rat Village.
We're gonna call you Fowlerville.
Okay. That's fine by me.
Fowlerville. That's
Fowlerville.
actually a cool name.
Probably go to shit.
Rat Village. It's just a bunch of
Ratville. It's gonna be the most prospering place ever.
There's gonna be a fucking bunch of trashy ass people living there.
We're gonna have like a
You
mascot.
already have transients who live in your backyard.
We're gonna have a fucking like rat mascot, like a high school. It's like we're gonna have pep rallies.
It's gonna be that one meme with the rat
Really?
dancing where it's like
The apocalypse is pretty bad. Hey,
Oh, the rat dance.
the rat.
It's
It's
like
gonna.
the futsal.
when he's like washing
Yeah.
himself.
Oh god.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah. No, that's fake, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
There's no way it's a rat washing himself.
Dude, that looked very real.
It looks very.
It does.
Very
though.
real.
You think a rat got
the,
some
the
soap?
freaking lighting and the,
Honestly,
they can wash themselves.
Do a soap,
This is-
Nick.
if it was up,
He's probably raised by like white people or something.
Oh yeah.
if it was up to me, you have the one problem I have with your plan, Nick, is
What? You're not in it.
no everybody. No, I am in it. You just said that I'll be like your number one guy with Sam.
Yeah, you'd be the vice president.
But like the one problem is
This would be the town
automatically
hall.
Assume that I'll do that. Like,
You wouldn't want to survive.
You just assumed that he would be loyal to you.
you assume that I would like live here. Like if the apocalypse went down, I'd get in my car and I'd drive like out to.
Bro, he's killing you on.
You were
sight.
about to say Colombia, and you're like, I can't drive that far.
Well, I can't. I could if I want, but I have to. There's a point in Panama. Panama connects to Colombia. Obviously, they like the bridge between North and
Oh yeah, the
South.
Panama Canal. Can you cross over that with the car?
Yeah, you can. The bridge is over.
Okay. I was like,
But
we haven't
the
done
one
that.
problem is-
We're like, we haven't done that yet, bro.
Like, how'd you not know that?
But the one problem is in Panama, there's a mountain range that no roads can go through just because of how thick it is, and it's covered in jungle. So that's like the area. So eventually, I'll get like the end of the road. I'll just have to get out of my car and walk to Colombia.
Yeah.
Like running through the jungle.
Fucking crazy, dude.
Nah, I would. I'll probably go to Mexico and chill out there.
Now, if it was a purge, what would you do? Because there's a lot of different scenarios. A zombie apocalypse,
I
very
want
least likely.
I want like a purge gang. You know. I want
So you're
Mexican
saying
people.
when you say purge, you mean like the movie? Like we have
Yeah.
12
Yes.
hours of crime.
That's the only purge.
That'd be awesome.
But you were okay. That's not really an apocalypse. That's more so like 12 hours for the out of the whole year.
No, like if everything's went to shit and is like purge all the time.
Oh,
Pretty much just like bandits and shit everywhere.
You mean
so like Borderlands.
Sure. Would you know what to do?
like Mad
I
Max?
just need some guns.
Just need some guns.
That's literally what happened. You just described Mad Max.
Nick, yeah, what the hell are you doing, bro?
Describing Mad Max, bro.
Purge is different than Mad Max.
No,
He just brought up Mad Max. He
No,
just
no,
changed what I said into Mad
If you're
Max.
doing Mad Max, which
Dude, Mad
what it
Max is
sounds
like when there's no
saying.
water and resources and they're just fighting in the desert. A purge is like when it's in a city
You
and
used to
everyone's
think
just
that was
going
nuclear
batshit.
war, though.
What?
That Mad Max is about nuclear war.
I don't know, bro.
No, it's not. It's just it takes place in Australia, like in the future where like.
Well, yeah, that's a dystopian thing, and that's when it's something that like could happen, but not something that would happen.
That'd be pretty cool if it happened. You know, I'll just get like the Fury car and like. Just go rob
Okay, if the
people.
purge happened, I mean, realistically, I'm just chilling. I don't think anyone would try to kill me. I just chill in my house.
Just gonna chill.
Yeah, like who do you have any enemies, Nick? I don't.
Well, some people
Not
just
that I
kill to
know.
kill.
Yeah, some people do that.
Yeah, but I'd be chilling. They can't get in. If they do, they get.
You can't just say I'm chilling. That's not a default. Someone's coming into your house and gonna kill you. What are you gonna do?
I'm chilling.
You're chilling.
All right, then you're dead.
I know.
If
I
you're
would-
chilling, you're
I
dead.
have-
You're just like, hey, bro.
I would pull out the piece.
No, you get stabbed in your neck. It's like,
Dude, no, I would know if someone's coming in because I have cameras around my house that are motion detected.
and you got
so
5 dogs. That's the
That's true.
that's the next thing.
I got the dogs. So I would know the moment someone is trying to get in. Then that gives me more than enough time to grab the piece, and I'm just waiting for them to like walk in, and I can blow them away.
You just gotta train your dogs to be attack dogs and just have like 6 Minecraft dogs.
Oh yeah. Somebody claims that Rocket bit somebody, and I was like, bro, shut up, dude. This dude, I didn't train him to do nothing. He's know where he's biting. It was like it was like Halloween one year. Some kid was like getting candy, and they said the dog bit him, and I was like, shut up, bro.
Who you getting?
Halloween.
Nick is currently playing. What's the game called?
Gang Clash.
Gang Clash. Shout out Gang Clash.
No, but
Oh, we got an enemy down.
honestly, I would want like going out and purging like just a little bit. See what's like.
What would you do? You'd kill people or what?
Just
I'd
a
rob
little
people.
bit.
Oh, you'd rob people.
So like by the end of the night, I'm just sitting on a throne of money, and then they like all come for me, and I'm like, look at the time, it's 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I'd probably steal some shit from Nick.
Could you steal stuff and then like after the purge is over, you have to give it back?
No,
No, it's yours now, bro.
I hope
It's
so.
yours?
That'd be stupid.
Yeah, it'd be dumb if like right after everything's just like.
What's the point of making all crime legal if you have to like be like, alright,
And like no takes you back.
take backs,
Just kidding.
no take backs,
No take backs.
Dude, how are there so many Purge movies?
because they're actually
Because people
pretty
like
good.
it.
I've seen
People like
I have
to
seen
entertain
one
the
of
idea.
them. I've seen one.
Which one?
The second one.
It's the one where the main character is like a retired cop or something.
Oh, and he's like gonna go kill the guy who killed his daughter or something.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's the best
That's
one.
the only one.
That's
I've
the best
seen.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, well I
Arguably.
saw the best one then.
And then the third one is
Let's
that's like the politics election
They make-
year. That's when they're hunting down for this mayor who's trying to change the purge rules. And then the fourth one is like the first purge.
Oh my god. Dude.
And it's weird. He's like 2 girls are trying to like escape a junkie the whole time. Fucking Skeletor.
Just kill him, bro.
Bro, he's scurry, dude.
Bro, Skeletor. Did you see what he looked like? He's like, I'm playing blood.
He's like Lil Wayne if he didn't stop doing drugs,
He had, like, all
bro.
these bone muscles. He looked like an African warlord.
god.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Looked like a bone doctor or a witch doctor.
Hey, that's offensive. Nah, I'm like,
Come on, Nick.
yeah, Nick, what the fuck?
Hey, bro. I'm not gonna be
Bro,
politically
this is why
correct.
Nick gets roasted in the comments.
If I see what, dude, no one roast me in the comments. In fact, last video someone said I look cute.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't see shit.
It was me, bro.
Oh, you wrote it. I was about to say, like, I didn't see that.
I'm my own fan.
You see someone said post Noti gang?
Post Nutty. Yeah, I did.
That dude's #1 fan, bro.
I have post notifications.
I do as well.
Every time I post, I'm just like,
Yes.
like yes. Another thing.
But some random dude, one of our random friends is gonna like make a fan page. It's gonna be bigger than the actual channel.
Oh, God.
Well, that would just drive more fans to us.
Hopefully.
Right?
I
How
don't
could
know.
you be a fan of something you don't
It's
even...
gonna be like it's gonna be a fan group, but it's gonna be just for people running a roast Nick.
Oh my god. No one's roasting me except y'all.
Nick, so what's your like end game for the apocalypse? Like if nuclear apocalypse happened and like everything is just burnt down.
Everything was burnt.
Yeah.
There's nothing left.
Nothing left other than houses and the remnants.
I mean, what...
Resources are scattered all over the place.
Are you gonna spread your seed?
At that point, dude, I would just have to like try to rebuild everything, which
So
sounds
you're
like a
gonna
lot
spread
of
your seed.
sounds like a lot of fucking work.
So you're gonna spread your seed?
It's just me?
Are you spreading your seed?
Is it just me?
Seed?
Well, in this scenario, I did exactly what I would want to actually do. I have my traveling bag,
I was gonna say I got my track.
I'd probably just travel the world and see all the dead.
Tractor everywhere, rub people over. Like that scene in Austin Powers.
Heating
Like,
sp-
move. You had
We should watch that before work, too.
like 30 seconds to move.
I know, what the hell? Oh god, dude.
He's just standing there, fucking 30 seconds screaming, and then he actually dies.
Oh, dude, if it was just me, like everyone was gone, I'd probably just pray to God, travel the world a bit until I die. And I hope people in the future time travel and come pick me up.
You wouldn't want to go like whooshy.
It's like, is this the Earth where everything went to shit? It's like, come on, bro. It's like, come to Metropolis.
Metropolis.
Yeah, the future.
Superman lives there.
No, it's an actual city we made now. Did you ever see Interstellar when they had that city and it was like a ring and everything was just like...
That's not Interstellar. That's another movie.
Oh,
That's the
Elysium?
movie that not Matt Lee.
Elysium?
Yeah, Elysium. That was a good movie when they're in LA. It's like flying Bugatti.
Flying Bugatti?
There was in the movie. There's a Bugatti spaceship. That's why if you've seen Black, that's why you see Black Panther when like they unload, or not when they unload the ship, when they uncamouflage the ship in Oakland, they're like, oh, that's that Bugatti spaceship. There's a reference to Elysium.
Wait, they actually say that?
Yeah.
That Bugatti space. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, let's see. I can pull the scene up. We'll link it.
Do you think we're going to colonize Mars in this next decade?
So by 2030. When are they supposed to send out the first people there? Or the first spaceship?
Let me fact check.
Because I remember hearing about that like when I was in middle school, and they were making it seem like it was going to happen within like a couple years. But here I am, all these years later, nothing.
Here's the scene I was telling you about.
It's like a Bugatti spaceship.
That's a reference to Elysium. I don't know, maybe the director of the fan. What's his name?
Ryan Coogler.
Ryan Coogler.
Yeah.
He's a pretty cool guy.
Okay, Mars 1's original concept includes launching a robotic Mars lander, Mars orbiter as early as 2020, to be followed by a human crew of 4 in 2024, and 1 in 2026, which would not be returning to Earth. So this decade, we should be colonizing Mars.
So within this decade, they're saying people are going to Mars and they're going to live there.
Yeah, I'm so pissed off, dude, because probably when my grandkids are like in their 20s, they're probably going to be like interplanet travel and shit, like Star Wars. And I'm at the, like, as it's happening. I mean, I'm glad to be 20 now than like 80 now. Can you imagine being 80 now? It's not being able to understand shit. It's like,
you don't know anything that's going on.
iPhone? Like, what is lock rotation? Like,
that's the one thing I hate about working at
what, boomers? What came before boomers?
The Greatest Generation, I think. What?
I thought boomers were supposed to be the greatest generation.
No, the Greatest Generation.
And they're just complaining, bro.
Those are the ones who fought in World War II.
I'll say that was the bravest generation, because World War II being like 1817 in a war, dude, that's fucking scary. Jesus Christ.
Fighting for like the future of the world.
Jesus Christ.
That's literally what they're fighting for.
It's kind of light. I'm just kidding.
Damn, dude, Jesus Christ.
I'm kidding.
You're like, I fought for space.
It's the most ignorant shit you've said. Fuck.
My granddad was in World War II. And
So because you fought, you can make jokes?
Yeah.
He gave you permission?
You fought in both of them?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
I fought in the big war. That's from the goods. You wouldn't get it, damn it.
You wouldn't get it.
You need to watch these movies.
From the what?
These
The
trashy
goods?
movies with us.
The goods.
It's like this comedy that was made by Will Ferrell. And what it is, it's like these card salesmen.
They try to like save a car like dealership before they go out of business.
All the characters in it are pretty narcissistic, to be honest. And like there's this one character named Dick, and like he's a car salesman, and he fought in World War II. He's a veteran, and he's trying to sell this car to like this couple, and like, oh, I get it. You need to buy little Nancy here a car to go to town with the girls while you play Jim Rummy with the boys. And it was like, nah, actually we're gonna go rock climbing. Like, what? Why the hell would you climb a rock? Like, man, I remember when these days were good. When this country was great and these days were good. Men were men and gals were gals, and we called the coloreds coloreds.
Oh my god.
and then she's like, I think we're gonna go. I'm like, hey, sweetie, don't be a bitch. Come on.
Oh my
Let's talk some numbers.
Let's talk some numbers here. And then he's like, hey, don't talk to my wife like that. Listen here, boy. I fought the big one. Nobody tells me what to do, and I hold this.
He socks him in the face.
Socks him in the face. And then he grabs the tenant from the car and starts beating him.
Dude, holy shit, what the hell?
Anyways, back to Mars.
But we do have to watch that movie soon.
Actually, we should save Mars because I don't know. We could talk about it in that space
we can talk
episode.
about it with more like science people.
Yeah, we were supposed to be talking about Kobe, bro. What the hell?
We talked about him for a good 20 minutes and basketball in general, bro.
Alright, I got you.
January and 2019
And we talked about the coronavirus.
we actually covered a lot.
Yeah.
We have gone through a lot. It might be time to wrap it up then.
Okay.
Hey, I just said that.
Did you say it?
You can say to wrap it up.
I like
You don't have to whisper it.
like literally the same time you said it.
Be open, bro.
Alright, Nick, do you have any closing remarks that you'd like to get out before we
Coronaviruses.
Corona
Rest in peace, Kobe.
Kobe?
My thoughts are with his family, man. Coronavirus, I guess not that serious as
Yeah, I'm
you
chilling.
educated me. All right, he's dying. What else?
Imagine if I died. Like,
Oh my God! You don't say that. That'd be
like,
sad.
Like a couple podcasts, like it's just like it's like, hey guys,
I would bring your body here.
what the? F-
No, like cremated. Like
Oh, okay.
I don't know if your parents would let me actually.
Oh, you know what year it is in Chinese New Year? Apparently, they just announced it.
Hmm.
The year of the
Is it
rat.
the year of the rat, right? Yeah.
Oh well, I'm year of the dragon.
I think I was gonna say Nick gonna have a big year this year.
Nah, bro. I'm year of the dragon.
No, Nick, you're gonna have a big year this
No,
year.
if you're born in
Why
2000,
don't you want a
you're
big
year of the
year this
dragon
year?
because I'm not
You're right,
year of the
man.
rat.
Wait, what am I?
I was a year of the
Probably
dragon.
year of the jackass.
Let's see what I am. I'm actually very curious.
Probably like year of the ox or monkey or something.
I think Jaden was born
You're
in.
year of the jigaboo.
Wait, when were you born?
That's racist.
Oh
It's
my
not even-
god, Nick. Wait, when were you born?
I was born December 26, 2000.
Nick, you were what, 2000 or 2001?
2000.
I'm the,
That's year. I know my year. It's year of the dragon.
Chill out, bro.
I know what it is.
I know. I'm not.
I want to
I'm
get like
not-
a. I want to get
I
a
know
dragon
it's
tattoo.
because Jaden has it too. Because he's like, bro, I'm year of the dragon, bro.
That's fucking cool, dude.
all right, so here's
I know.
Wait, does that mean so? Jaden's only 19 still.
Yeah,
Damn, I thought. Jaden
his
was
birthday is
older
later
than you.
this year
I thought he
because
was
my
older
birthday
than
was
you.
earlier this month.
I thought he was older than you.
No, his birthday's in August,
It's in July.
July.
Yeah.
Shit.
Let's see. The 99 Chinese zodiac. Oh, I'm the rabbit.
I thought you were ready to say rat. I was like, bro, the
No.
irony. I feel like you're monkey.
I'm dragon.
No, he's dragon. You guys are 2000.
You're No, you were born in like 2001.
2000.
So 2000 to
We're born
2001's
in the same
dragon.
year. We're the same age for like
Nick,
a month.
think, bro.
Oh, you were born at the end of 2000. That's right. That's why it's weird.
Remember, we're the same age for like a month.
Dude, a straight idiot. Bro. Get
You're
the
right.
fuck out of here, dude. Fuck yo, roast Nick and. No, I'm just kidding.
God, dude.
Dude,
Alright, so
these points, the members listening must think like, dude, holy shit, Nick gets bullied.
Oh, dude, you're just really you a bully, bro.
No, dude.
We have a show
I'm,
together.
I'm probably the most supportive out of everyone in squad.
Oh my
I
god.
wouldn't say that.
Some
think the most
people-
supportive
Is that what you joke around about? It? You got to get it out somehow.
Huh?
Of bullying people.
Nah. I'm very.
Asshole.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. You can't even think of the word. I get what you're trying to say. Like you just mess around, and people that wouldn't know you just would think it's serious.
Well, maybe, I don't know. I tend to keep. I think I stay pretty serious for the most part in public. I think I only joke around mostly whenever we're like behind closed doors. Like I feel like the other people in squad when we go out are the ones that are like acting dumb in front of others, and I'm mostly just like chilling.
Oh yeah, I get what you mean. Jit. You say jit?
No, I said Jaden. Jaden, you act like fucking retarded. he comes up to me, automatically thinks I want to be ignorant at that moment. He'll be like, "Hey, I'm."
You feed off each other's energies, bro. Talk about smacking pickle juice out of his mouth. Oh my god, dude, shut the hell up.
What?
Christ, you belong in freaking Arkham Asylum. Your
Oh my
fucking
God.
laugh.
I'm like,
Should have been you, not Joaquin.
How about another joke?
Oh god.
Dude, we should do it. How about another
Literally
joke,
the same
Nick?
setup. It's just like inverted.
Yeah, it is.
You're gonna be like the guy's like, oh
I'll
shit.
be the girl.
Yeah, he was like
The one girl that's.
just chilling there.
Dude, why did they leave? I rewatched Joker.
Yeah, they just
recently.
walked off.
And they just stand
No,
there.
the guy. There's a guy next to the
Oh,
girl.
yeah, he's holding
he
her.
holds the girl, but they don't leave. Everyone else gets the fuck out of there, and then they just stand there, or they just sit there. And then whenever he gets up and
And
walks,
he does
to
like
the
his
camera,
floss. He's like, ah.
yeah. Whenever he just,
Do you think if Joker flossed in the movie, it would have been funny, like how Shazam did it? It's like, ah, I'll be
that
flossing.
movie's so stupid.
I'll be flossing.
That was actually really good.
I'll be shooting Maury.
Nick was hating on it.
I never saw it.
Man,
Oh.
fuck you.
What the fuck, dude? So you just be pulling shit out of your
No, I
ass?
remember when I brought it up, I was gonna say it was actually kind of, and then you were just like, "Hell no, bro, we ain't watching that." And I was like,
Yeah.
then
you
we started
watch
talking about Ugly Dolls.
Ugly dog.
That was right
Holy
before
shit.
that. Oh my god,
Did you actually see it?
Yes.
You saw it?
No.
Okay.
dude, you're fucking capper. Jesus. All right, that just sounds forced. Jesus,
What do you mean?
you just do it to make people laugh like you're a
No, I
clown.
don't.
You're a clown,
We
dude.
gotta
I'm not a
get.
clown.
We gotta get we gotta get Christian to put on clown makeup and come on.
He wants to do a clown. He wants to do a clown off video.
Oh, I
Clown
need to
off.
before we close out the video.
Yeah, you got like about a minute.
Okay. Fuck you. I got however much. I'll shoot you. Okay. Anyway.
What the fuck, dude?
Okay. So we have this idea for a video soon called the Clown Off. Basically, we're all gonna dress like clowns, and we're gonna do a bunch of challenges that only clowns can do, and see who the real clown is. The loser has to do some sort of challenge. Some of the challenges are gonna be very, very painful. So let us know in the comments what you want to see.
So that could be on this channel.
Give
but-
us some good ideas.
Dude, if the video flops, who's the real clown?
Who's the real clown?
The one who fucking thought of it.
Give me some good ideas. You know, I want to hear what the fans want. You know, we gotta give them what they want, bro.
God,
Like, do they want to see us get pegged with like paintballs or fruit? I mean,
sure.
or cabbage.
Sounds
cabbage.
Like,
One of those
it's a
medieval.
waste of principles.
We're trying to look for volunteers to hurt us in many ways. So let us know in the comments. We'll do like.
It's sort of weird the way you described it. Hurt us in many ways.
But yeah, just let us know. That's my closing remarks. I got a new album coming out. It's called Woo She, featuring Young Jaden.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And me.
No, you know.
Put me on there, bro. I got the vocals.
No, that's what the album's called, Woo She. But Young Jaden, I don't know. He hasn't come up with a name.
Put me on, bro.
You want to be on?
Yeah.
No, you'll be on it. You want to be on it?
I don't know.
Everybody on it.
Just be on it, bro. Everybody on it.
I just get a clip of you from like 2016 and just put it as like the intro to the song.
God.
You gotta have Marco introduce it again.
Young Mark Connor. Oh, we got a new group of boy.
All right, let me close this out real quick, Nick. So, are you good? Get back in the shot, Nick. All right. Thank you, Christian, for being on. Once again, rip to Kobe.
Yeah, rest in
His-
peace. Thoughts are with his
His
family.
parents. Rest in peace, Kobe's daughter. Yeah, our thoughts and prayers are with that family and everyone in the plane or the helicopter crash. It's very sad, very tragic. Thanks for watching and listening. Make sure to subscribe if you're on YouTube or follow us. Leave 5 stars. Anywhere you at, bro, just do it. Give us everything.
And comment any ideas for episodes because we're trying to compile a huge list so we can just be ready.
Get
'Cause I
ready
wanna-
soon. We're having the Valentine's Day episode coming up.
Oh yeah,
soon.
in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're gonna.
That's gonna drop. I think we're gonna record it Wednesday and just drop it on like third or
We can drop it on Valentine's Day if you want.
that day. I was thinking of doing it
We
like
could do
that
it, like,
that
the
week
next
because like
week
I feel like
after.
Valentine's Day is gonna be present through that whole week anyways.
Pretty much, yeah.
People,
But yeah, Valentine's Day episode coming soon.
shit, dude, what am I doing? For
We're gonna see
Valentine's?
Birds of Prey soon. We can review that movie, see how it
yeah.
is. Got a couple more ideas in the works. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching, and kick back out.